Success is often attributed to hard work, intelligence, and moral integrity. However, history and experience suggest that some of the most ruthless, manipulative, and morally ambiguous individuals rise to the top while the honest and virtuous struggle. Why does this happen? To answer this question, we turn to the philosophy of Friedrich Nietzsche, particularly his work Beyond Good and Evil, in which he critiques traditional morality and explores the nature of power, ambition, and success. Nietzsche's insights challenge conventional wisdom and force us to rethink our assumptions about success, morality, and human nature. In this deep exploration, we will connect his ideas to the modern world, demonstrating how his critique of morality and power structures helps explain why the worst people often seem to succeed. Nietzsche argues that traditional morality, particularly that influenced by religious and philosophical traditions, was not developed to empower individuals but to control them. The dichotomy of good and evil is, in his view, a construct designed to suppress the strong and elevate the weak. This moral framework creates a paradox. Those who reject it and act according to their own will often achieve greater success than those who adhere to it. In modern society, we see how individuals who prioritize self-interest, power, and strategic manipulation tend to climb the social and economic ladder faster than those who play by the rules. Throughout history, countless leaders, conquerors, and business moguls have risen to prominence, not because of their virtue, but because they understood the mechanisms of power. Julius Caesar, Napoleon Bonaparte, and modern corporate leaders like Steve Jobs and Elon Musk have demonstrated the effectiveness of strategic thinking, ambition, and a relentless drive that often defied conventional morality. Their willingness to transcend societal norms and impose their vision upon the world is a testament to Nietzsche's argument. Furthermore, modern capitalism thrives on competition, ambition, and self-interest. Corporate success is often dictated by those who take calculated risks, make strategic alliances, and prioritize efficiency over empathy. This aligns with Nietzsche's idea that success is not determined by moral righteousness, but by one's ability to navigate and manipulate power structures. A key concept in Beyond Good and Evil is the distinction between master morality and slave morality. Master morality is defined by strength, independence, and a willingness to create one's own values. In contrast, slave morality is characterized by humility, obedience, and a desire for equality and fairness. According to Nietzsche, society is largely governed by slave morality, which values meekness and self-sacrifice over ambition and self-assertion. However, those who embrace master morality, those who define norms and shape their own destiny, are often the ones who succeed. This explains why the so-called worst people, those who reject traditional ethical constraints, tend to thrive in environments where power is the ultimate currency. Take, for instance, the way modern capitalism rewards those who prioritize competition over cooperation. Business magnates who dominate their industries often employ master morality traits. They take risks, challenge conventions, and focus on long-term power accumulation rather than short-term moral appeasement. Slave morality, which encourages fairness and collective well-being, can put individuals at a disadvantage in highly competitive environments where only the strong survive. Consider the media and entertainment industry, where those who craft powerful narratives and shape public perception hold influence. Many of the most successful media figures and influencers rise to prominence not necessarily through moral virtue, but through charisma, controversy, and an ability to control narratives. This echoes Nietzsche's idea that power is wielded by those who understand its mechanisms, not by those who adhere to conventional ethics. One of Nietzsche's most famous concepts is the will to power, the fundamental drive of all living beings to assert themselves, grow, and dominate. Unlike moral or rational explanations for human behavior, Nietzsche posits that the pursuit of power is the true force behind all human actions. Those who understand and harness their will to power are more likely to succeed. In contrast, those who suppress their natural instincts in favor of imposed moral doctrines often find themselves at a disadvantage in competitive environments. This explains why history is filled with figures, whether in politics, business, or culture, who achieve greatness despite, or because of, their lack of traditional moral virtues. Consider the world of politics, where leaders who exert strong, assertive power often outperform those who adhere strictly to moral correctness. Machiavelli, whose political philosophy aligns closely with Nietzsche's, famously argued that rulers must be willing to be ruthless and deceptive if they wish to maintain power. Many modern politicians have embodied this philosophy using charisma, strategic manipulation, and calculated aggression to achieve their ends. Moreover, the tech industry provides examples of individuals who have harnessed their will to power to reshape the world. Visionaries like Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg have demonstrated an unyielding drive to dominate their industries, often at the expense of ethical considerations. Nietzsche is not naive about human nature. He recognizes that deception and manipulation are essential tools for those seeking power. Traditional morality condemns these tactics, but Nietzsche argues that they are necessary for those who wish to rise above the masses. From political leaders who craft illusions of righteousness to business moguls who navigate corporate power struggles, success is often determined not by honesty, but by one's ability to strategically shape perception. In this sense, the worst people succeed because they understand the rules of the game better than those who blindly adhere to moral absolutes. Modern advertising, propaganda, and media strategies provide clear examples of how perception can be manipulated to influence the masses. Corporations, politicians, and influencers often use psychological tactics to create illusions of credibility, superiority, and power. Nietzsche's philosophy suggests that those who master these techniques will naturally rise above those who rely solely on sincerity. Nietzsche introduces the concept of the Übermensch, overman or superman, an individual who transcends conventional morality to create their own values and purpose. The overman does not seek validation from society, but instead imposes their will upon the world. In the context of success, those who embody the traits of the overman, independence, creativity, and an unwavering commitment to their vision, are the ones who rise above the rest. They do not conform, they lead. They do not follow rules, they rewrite them. They are willing to embrace risk, endure suffering, and face opposition, all in the pursuit of a higher existence. So why do the worst people seem to succeed? According to Nietzsche, it is because they refuse to be bound by moral illusions that serve to weaken rather than empower. They understand true nature of power, embrace their will to power, and shape their own reality rather than conforming to one dictated by others. The ultimate question remains: will we continue to adhere to inherited values that may limit our potential, or will we dare to go beyond good and evil and forge our own path to success? Nietzsche's philosophy challenges us to rethink success, morality, and power. Understanding these concepts allows us to navigate the modern world with greater awareness and strategic insight. Whether you agree or disagree, one thing is certain: those who understand power shape the future. If you found this discussion valuable, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.